So I'm sure you have heard about the Goodwill outlet or the Goodwill bins, and in this video I'm going to show you how to prepare for a trip to shop at the Goodwill bins, whether you are shopping for your family or a side hustle to resell. And I'm also going to share my haul that I did just a couple days ago and show you some footage of that as well. So you want to go to the Goodwill bins. The first thing you need to do is make a list. It is overwhelming walking into the bins. It is a huge warehouse-like room with blue bins filled with multiple items that are just in a big pile, and you have to sort through them. They typically do separate clothing and then shoes and housewares and then purses and belts. At least at my Goodwill they do. But just being able to make a list, have a focused direction of what you need to pick up is number one for sure. Now, the second thing is plan a trip. This is not something where you're just going to stroll in, pick a few things, check out. It is a 3 to 4 hour trip that you will be digging through items to find what you are looking for. And with that list that you have and being able to plan that time to be able to find those things, that is the best way to go. I also recommend bring a friend. Take a friend along, make it a nice trip. You want to bring some snacks and something to drink as well, being there for so long. And hopefully your Goodwill, like mine, the Goodwill outlet has a bathroom because, well, that happens too. The third tip is when you find something that you're like, I think I like it, don't necessarily spend the time to look at it at that moment because it can be overwhelming. People do at sometimes are elbow to elbow with you at the bins. So if you see something you like, just throw it in your bag, throw it in your cart, and you're going to set aside time within that 3 to 4 hour, hopefully, time to be able to go back through and look over items to be able to see if you want to keep them or if you're going to put them back into the bin. I will tell you, if you stay long enough, they will change out the bins, and sometimes that's when the best stuff comes out. So if you can stay that long, mine are typically every couple hours they'll switch out the bins. Typically if I go at 10 in the morning, they'll be switching out the bins around 12:30. And if I can stay, I have a busy schedule, so if I can stay that long, I do like to stay. I have actually found some of the best things when they've switched out the bins and there's that fresh new stuff to really go through. But also I will recommend going back through the old bins. There are so many people that come through the bins that are looking for completely different things than what you're looking for. So go back through those old bins. I have also found some pretty amazing things through old bins. Okay, so you have your cart full. And now is the time to go through it. Now my method is, I do bring bags as well, but my method is to get another cart, find a place that's really bright, like light coming in, you'll be able to go over those pieces that you've picked out and fold up, look through them, fold them up and put them in the other cart. That way you're kind of going through what you want to keep and what you want to put back into the bins. And you can see here, this is what I started with, and then this is what I ended up with. And on this day, I spent $34 and got 24 items. So that brings my cost per goods at $1.41. So let's take a look to see what I got as a part-time reseller. It's a little side hustle of mine. So if you think, even for your family, if you can find a pair of jeans at $1.41, that is pretty amazing. The bins are a huge way to be able to save money for your family. And like I said, also have a side hustle to resell. So let's take a look at what I got and see what I can resell them for. But let me start out with the hat that I found. I found this Vans off-the-wall hat. So I'll probably be able to list this for about $20 on Poshmark. That's typically where I might cross list it over to eBay. I haven't put the leather cleaner on this yet, but this is like a boho belt that I found, really cute. It's got little studs within the flowers, and I thought that was really neat. I can't make out the writing other than it is 100% leather, but it does look a little vintage to me, so I picked that up as well. I'm still doing research, but I probably will start listing it right about $20. So I'm already looking at, if you're thinking about reselling, Poshmark takes out 20% of the cost of the sale that happens. So typically I'm looking at maybe a $15, $15 profit on something. That includes deducting my $1.41 per item. So I picked up this strapless bra. I don't know if you can see that, but I looked this up, and actually this is another $18 item I can add. This looks brand new. It is in really great condition. I do especially wash all of my intimate wear, but yeah, it looks brand new. So this is going to be another item that will be right about $20 to $18. Now that it's getting cold, scarves are the thing, and I just recently sold scarves. I have about maybe 10 more to list, including this one. I have not listed this one yet, but I got this because of the cool animal print, very boho. It is a very oversized, so this could be a shawl. If you're a reseller, you can list this as a shawl, a scarf, cover up. There's all kinds of things. I'm recently going to the beach. This could probably even be wrapped around and tied like a bathing suit cover up. Really great. Again, I'll probably list starting around 23 for that. I love mod stuff, so what I found was this great mod, huge polka dot, and I love these elongated wristbands with the buttons. Yeah, so I do have this one listed, and I believe I did list this one for maybe 25. I'll put it up on the screen, what I listed that for. I love finding stuff like this. There is no fabric tag. So my list as a reseller, when I go into the bins, my list as a reseller is I want to find stylish items with great fabric in great condition. And then brand. Now, if I see the brand first, then I'm looking, oh, that's a great brand. Let me check the fabric content, make sure the fabric's good, and then let me check the style and also, obviously, the condition. If I find a hole in something, which I did in a lot of things, that's one thing when you shop at the bins, you will find a lot of items that have tears and holes, so you just have to weed through it all. I found the bodysuit that was so amazingly soft, and it had a huge hole in it. So this is CNC California. This is a great company. They do a lot of linen, and so this is a really nicely thought out piece that has the ties that come through the back. Isn't this so pretty? It's 100% linen. I haven't, as of me recording this video, I haven't listed it yet, but I love the print on it. It's a great cover up. Stripes are great. They sell. So I've got this button up stripe. This is June and Ivy. And my comps because when I'm at the bins as a reseller, I do read up and see what a company is, if it sells well. So I check the comps on that. This seemed pretty good. I believe I do have it listed for 20 or 18. I have to look again, but it is an extra large. It's a great closet staple to have. And again, this is great fabric. So this is 100% rayon. I love rayon or viscose. They're very cooling. This piece is amazing. I was so happy to find it. It has Angora. I'm not sure if it's from rabbit or not, but also lamb's wool. It's Newport News, but it is so soft, a very cute, timeless style where the waist comes in, a button down. So I list this under sweaters, cardigans, and yeah, so this is also a size extra large. Here is the tag. The amazing things you can find. If you find anything, wool, silk, any of those fabrics, what I do is I get in that light and I go through, I put my hand through, I run it through and see if there's any holes, anything that I need to disclose in a listing that is a flaw. But all in all, this, other than a little bit of pilling that I'll get carefully with my sweater shaver, this is in amazing condition. Very happy about this. I do like finding Rebellion. This is a cardigan that is very long, and it is cotton, and I think the netting is nylon, but it's just very boho. But in my listing, I will put some things towards Halloween as well, because people will be looking for costumes. but this can be worn really all year round, just being able to layer. And it is a duster length. This one here is where I didn't really check completely the flaws, but this is a throw over like a cardigan or a poncho, which is really great. The stitching, which I can fix, I do sew, came off a little bit on this side, so I just have to tack that one up. Otherwise, it is in amazing condition, and it is called David and Young is the tag. But yeah, so I think this is adorable. It might stay in my closet for a little while, maybe until 4th of July, but I still go ahead and list it nonetheless to make sure that it's up, and you never know what someone may be looking for. The next piece I have is some Peter Millar pants. These are like khakis. I'm really excited about that I found these. I do have to wash them. I haven't washed them yet, but again, these will probably sell between 30 and 25. Typically is what they sell for. They are in really great condition. Pima cotton is what they're made with, and they are size 34, so that's a pretty good size. I know 36 tends to do better. I just want to wash them up. Now, funny thing is, if you see something at the bins that you like, you know, like I said, put it in your cart, go through it later. So when I was going through the bins, I found a pair in really great condition. These Nike sweatpants, joggers. They are lined, so they're definitely for the winter time. And I thought, wow, these are in really great condition. You want to check, you know, the crotch area, because sometimes that's where there's a lot of rubbing and there's holes. Same thing with shirts. You want to check the pit area to make sure there's no stains or rubs there. But these are in just amazing condition, and I put them in the cart. I later, when I was going through my cart, I found that this string, the drawstring, was halfway out. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I want to deal with that. So I actually put them back in the bin, and then I started going through the rest of my stuff. And I didn't realize in a different bin, probably an hour later, I had put this jacket in. It is the matching jacket to these pants. So I was like, I ran back to the bin where I threw this joggers back and pulled them out and thought, I'll just deal with the, you know, I'll deal with it. I'll deal with the string. So let me show you how to fix that. If you have even a pair of pants at home, you want to get a pretty good substantial size safety pin, and all you're going to do is just put that safety pin through the hole, and you just keep working it through. You're watching something on TV, just keep, all you're doing is just inching it through. And so I will be doing that to get these to be able to pull through, and see, it's already going in. It's already like 3 inches in. So I just keep doing that, and they'll be able to be pulled through. I do want to steam these and before I take pictures. It is a lot of work. If you're thinking about reselling, there is a lot of work involved where you have to, you know, take care of the items that you've sourced. You have to go over them and disclose every single thing that you find, and where you're going to store everything, all that kind of stuff. You really have to think out. I'm actually in our guest room that I've turned into a big closet, and I only have like 500 items. This is an adorable dress, Japna. I like picking that up. Typically, I don't pick up extra small, but I couldn't pass this dress up because it is just adorable. I love picking up longer, like midi to maxi dresses. They do a lot better than minis for me, and so I did pick that up. Again, this is something that could be worn with a jean jacket and some booties in the fall and winter, so it's a good transition piece. I also love picking up vintage pieces. This is an amazing, it's a Paul Harris design. It is acrylic and wool, but look at this sweater. Now, I didn't check it very well. There are no holes. I will say, I've looked over this thing, there's no holes or rips, but the bottom buttons, you know, I counted the buttons, okay, it's got all its buttons, are held on by these safety pins. So I can sew, so I will sew those back on, but it is missing the top button. So I will disclose that. Other than that, this is in great condition. This will typically sell anywhere from $45 to $35 on Poshmark. Those are the comps I checked. but how pretty. And these buttons are like fabric covered and just a great piece. So I will probably cross list this. I did open my Etsy back up for my vintage stuff, so I probably will cross list that back on Etsy as well. All right, so this is something I picked up that just based on style, and it is just a long shirt, like pop-over shirt tunic. So it is kind of long. Mustard yellow is great. Plaid is great for the fall. It's got the button down and actually real pockets, which is great. Yeah, this is a great staple piece, especially for fall. I have listed this great maxi dress from H&M. This is 100% viscose. Beautiful partial balloon sleeves with a smocked wrist and a smocked chest. It's just so great. It just needed pockets, but there's no pockets. Like, people, why don't you design things with everything needs pockets? But it is so long. I do have this listed up and some likers on it. Some offers have been sent out. What a great piece. I was so happy to find this. And this is an extra, extra large. Sweater dresses. They are great to add. And this is from 2022, so it's not old. New without tags. It just has its little tag spur on it there. And it is in just great condition with balloon sleeves and the ribbed wrist and ribbed waist. So this is a mini for sure, and it does have a cotton blend fabric, which is great. I love the pleating, ruffling on the tops of the sleeves. So I couldn't find a stock photo for this. I did find some like it from Express, because that's the company, but I put on new without tags, and I also showed the date. It is 2022. It's like cable knit, nubby knit. It's really soft. This is a beautiful, almost sheer floral shirt that I found. That is the tag here, and you can see that. It's got a deep V neck. There is one flaw that I didn't see, and it doesn't want to stay on the hanger. Let me see if I can show y'all. Right next to is just a little teeny tear. This is made from a vegan silk, which basically comes from the cotton plant. So it's cotton and then this vegan silk. I mean, it's great to have an option for people if they want to have something, that is vegan, but it actually takes more energy to make this vegan silk than it does using regular silk. So, but I love the style. I love the fabric content. It is quality. So I picked that up. Cottage core, definitely. All right, here's another piece. This would be a closet basic. This is actually a vintage piece, and I thought this would be great. It is definitely a slim fit for a medium. I will put that in the listing. I did wash it and hang it to dry, so I do need to steam it. It has the tie-ups for it, but anything that's like, I will probably put in tie-dye, bleached, button down. So it is, yeah, I love the little mini buttons on that. So that is a great piece. This is cotton. Another piece I found, I have one hanging over there I need to go get, is this brand here. Cottage core, prairie, all of those things fit into this shirt. How great. It's got the keyhole closure in the back with a button. So this is a medium, and yeah, totally will have all those cottage core tags on there for sure. Another piece I like to find, and it was really thrilled. This is a vintage Victoria's Secret. It's got the gold embroidered label here. Hopefully that picks up. There you go. And it is in amazing condition. I did unbutton it because I was taking pictures. I do have this up, and there are some likers, but I could not believe the condition that this is in. It doesn't even look like it was even worn. But like I said, I did wash it and hang it to dry. Here is a dress that I found. Love this. This is the tag. Now I know none of these are really like brand, well, besides Victoria's Secret, but none of them are brand name pieces. I put pinup, rockabilly, sundress, skirt dress. It's got a braided strap on the back. This is a medium as well, smocked waist, and a definite full skirt. How cute. And you look at the quality, the top is lined, so the chest line is lined, and that is great, but no pockets. Okay, I don't think I'm forgetting anything, so this is the last one that I found. This is a maxi dress. How amazing is this? This is the tag, and it is an extra large. They have an extra large /16 on it, and this is a cotton blend, I believe. So I did put cottagecore, prairie, so it's cotton and spandex. I put modest was another name. It does have a zipper down the side here. So again, very thought out. Put an apron-like front because it reminds me of that, you know, when you're doing things and you tie an apron on, so it looks like the apron belt with the pockets. Yeah, so this is a great piece. I did put 45 on that. I don't think it's going to last very long in the closet for sure. Well, I hope this helped. Whether you're trying to find a deal for your family and shopping, the Benz is a great place to go. Also, if you're thinking about reselling, it is a lot of work. Takes a lot of time. I'm part-time, but I feel like it's a lot of time. But I hope that those little bit of tips help when you go in to be prepared on what to look for. And also, if you're reselling, just some things to make sure you have a list as well, because it is overwhelming and we get sidetracked on what we need to get and what we need to put in our closet. Check out these other videos that I have here if you'd like to see some shipping videos, ship with me videos, or if you want to see some more thrift hauls, you can check that out. And also be sure to subscribe as well. Guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. See you later. Bye.